Okay, so I wanted to show real quick how I get curl definition that lasts from 4 to 5 days. And this can work on any hair type that is not straight, that is not wavy. So this is your 3s, your 4s, or if you don't know hair type, if your hair is not straight or wavy, then this can work on your hair. It just will look different from mine. Okay, so this is my hair. I've washed it, deep conditioned it, and now it has leave-in conditioner in it. And I detangled it while I had the leave-in conditioner in it. And I did my final detangle with my Care-Co Tangle Buster very gently. I'm soaking wet hair with my detangling conditioner from As I Am, which also is a leave-in. So you just leave that in. So you've washed, you've cleansed your hair, you condition your hair, and then you put in your leave-in, which is that As I Am detangling conditioner. And I detangle one last time. And then I'm going to take this ponytail I did not dry my hair off after I got out the shower. I let it remain dripping wet, and I just put on this curler bag to keep the moisture in it while I go from section to section. So I'm going to take this bottom section after I split the hair in half, and I'm going to tuck this back into the plastic bag. Y'all forgive me, I am so nervous. This is my first time like trying to record something like this. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece, spray it down with water, take my, ooh shoot, I almost dropped it, I would have cried. Take my As I Am curling jelly. You don't have to use the products I use. It's mainly what I'm trying to show is like how I'm doing this. Just take your leave-in, so you already have your leave-in conditioner in your hair to give you a moisturizing foundation to help smooth the hair. And now you're taking your styler, which is your jelly, hair gel, hair custard, or hair curling cream, whichever one you like. I take my jelly and I smooth it on the whole section. So I smooth it on the whole section. Okay, from root to end, I smooth it on the whole section, and then I start taking individual pieces. And I don't know if I say what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is I'm showing how I style my hair, how I define my hair. I take individual pieces. As you see, my hair does not have a very visible curl pattern on its own. I take it and I smooth a little bit more of the curling jelly at the end, and then I just twirl it in my finger. Right? You don't have to twirl it as much as I'm twirling it, but that's what I do. Let me do it again. So, take a small amount of the curling jelly, just like a little bit, like you can't even see it on my hand, because you don't want whatever your product is to like flake or whatever. And I smooth it into the end, and then I just curl the end. Right? And like depending on your hair texture, you might not even have to like, you might not have to move it around your hand. Swirl your hair around your hand as many times as I do. But as you see, my hair naturally just doesn't clump and make curls. So I just take it, smooth the gel, swivel it. Right? And it's kind of me being extra too, because really I can probably just put the gel on there, smooth the gel on there, and I can hit it probably like 2 times, like, you know, swirling the hair around my finger. I still can't make myself just do it 2 times. I do it a whole bunch of times. because like I want to make sure that that curl is secure at the end of my hair. Like the top part of my hair is gonna be a fro. Like the top part of my hair that's not the end is gonna be a fro. But all the ends of my hair are really like encased in this curl with the gel, and so it makes it to where it's harder for the hair to like tangle together, because it's all the hair is encased in this curl made by me twirling my hair around my finger with my curling product that has hold. And another thing that I want to say while I'm doing this is that my curling products that I use, none of them are drying. So I don't use Eco Styler, I don't use Wetline, I don't use any Ampro curling enhancers or anything like that. And that's not to put down those products, because those products may work for some people, but for me, there are ingredients in those products that are made to prevent the hair from absorbing moisture, and that's how they're able to fix the hair into a curl or fix the hair into a certain style, because they prevent the hair from absorbing moisture, and moisture would disturb the hairstyle. So I don't use any of those products because they're preventing the hair from absorbing further moisture, which kind of might complicate me trying to add a moisturizer throughout the week. And then on top of that, I like gels that are moisturizing, or stylers that are moisturizing themselves. So I like moisture from every single product I'm using. I want moisture. So my As curling jelly is made to provide moisture on top of the leave-in. So there's that. So what's something else? The last thing I want to mention is that if your hair does not look like, well, I have two more things I want to mention. If your hair does not look like mine, which is in the type 4 range, but I would say that my hair is let's say 4B. Characteristically it's 4B. And if you don't know what that is, that just means that my hair is not, it's not a tiny, it's like this tiny swirly curl on it that some people have. My hair is more of like a wave. As you can see, it's like a wave, zigzag, zoop, zoop, zoop. And in some places the wave is looser, and some people might interpret that as my hair being 4A, but that is debatable based on the chart, because the chart is not necessarily going by the looseness of the hair. I know I said tight earlier, but I was trying to explain how curly and swirly and small some people's curls are. My language, y'all. But it's not necessarily all about the looseness of the curl, it's about the shape as well. When you're using the Andre Walker hair typing system that we've modified here in the natural hair community. So when I look at the characteristics that are explained on that chart, my hair is 4B through and through. It is wiry. It doesn't, I'm getting off topic, but basically if you have hair with curls smaller than mine, or where your hair doesn't have that look like this, zoop, 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 zoop. That does not mean that your hair cannot benefit from what I'm doing right now. It just means that it will look different. And also, oh my gosh, I'm losing my train of thought. This is not okay. Oh, so in order to complete the style or whatever, what I would do is I would go sit under the dryer, my hoodie dryer, for 20 minutes so it can set the curl. And this is what was done to me at the salon when I've had this style done before. I sit on the dryer for 20 minutes to set the curl, and then I'll let it air dry the rest of the way. So that's how that works. And if you don't have a hooded dryer, then you can air dry the whole way. It just might shrink a little bit more, and it'll take a little bit longer. You can also diffuse, use a hand dryer with the diffuser on it, but I haven't 100% mastered that technique of using that, so I still have some difficulty with doing that. But yeah, this is me finding my curls, my plastic Kroger bag on the rest of my hair, and my arm is killing me. My biceps gonna be on 10. I hope y'all like this video. I put on a bra just to do this video, so I hope you like it. Yeah.